Welcome to selfdiscoverymedia.com, where we discover the communities that are making a difference in the lives of others. Our self-discovery is something we are all making on our life's journey. Here you will find the people that will be your guidance, that will be your inspiration, that will be there for you in support on your journey of life. Do enjoy. Our next show is... Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Well, my previous show was about coming back from Montreal and all that we did in Montreal and the joy and the places, etc. But right now I am here in BC, on Vancouver Island, and I am seeing the trees changing. Those wonderful greens changing to oranges and burgundies and yellows, and it really, really is very beautiful. Autumn is a wonderful time. I really like it. You still get those sunny days now and again. At last, we're getting rain. We had no rain this summer at all. Our ground is desperate for rain, and we're getting it, and everybody's quite thankful to see it. But it also kind of sets the stage for autumn. You know, the beginning to kind of want the sweaters on you and snuggle wuggle, you know, and it's pouring with rain outside, staying inside, nice and warm and cozy, and kind of planning those winter months where you're inside more. And so you're going to do more things inside instead of gallivanting outside, which is what we do in the summer. It was an incredibly hot summer. We had 3 heat waves, way beyond what we ever get. And it was just way too much. I'm sorry, we're not equipped for it. We don't have air conditioners. Very few of us do. And we're in wood buildings and it holds the heat. And we really did feel it this summer. So as I said, we're rather grateful for fall at the present moment, that wonderful, you know, cozy type feeling, the trees changing and the moisture of the leaves as they feel fed at last. So it's also birthday month for me, October. I'm turning 67. My son is turning 37. My brother 72. And it's like, oh my God, you look at these years and go, where did they go? Time is consistent. It's the same for everybody everywhere. But depending what you do, time can go extremely fast or slow. It's gone very fast for me this year. I mean, it was only not this last March, the March before, that we had the lockdown of the pandemic and everybody trying to pivot and navigate through things. And here we are over 18 months later, and the pandemic is still out there and we've all pivoted like crazy. And it's like, what's the new norm? Maybe this is it. Masks forever, vaccines, and of course we have the anti-vaxxers. You know, if it's your choice, it's fine. But if other people have made the choice to vaccinate, that also respect that. And if people are wanting to protect other people from further, you know, getting this pandemic, I've known quite a few people have lost family members, and because they didn't believe in the vaccine. And it's the way it is. We are going indoors now, folks. We're going to have stricter rules again, and we've got to adjust to this without the fight, because if we stopped fighting, we just did it, we would get through it and step into a newer normalcy that isn't quite so negative or downer. I know for me, there's a lot that I need to do here in the fall. Yes, I've got Babaloon, my grandson, who I've just been to see, who just in a matter of 3 weekends is now sitting up, crawling rather like a soldier. He's pulling himself forward on his front paws and shuffling his bottom along, and he can get around fast, really fast, and he's feeding himself, maybe not always successfully, but he knows exactly where the spoon has to go. And it's wonderful to see all those changes in him, because they are so fast. Every time you snap a finger, there's something else. And as I said, my son's birthday, and we have Thanksgiving here in Canada, and there's a lot to celebrate. I'm going to be very, very busy in October, but I'm also going to be busy kind of businessifying my site. You know, I've been doing this 9 years, and I ask people for donations to keep going. And I got donation right there on the front page. But I hate to be aggressive with it, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to be a little bit more forward with it now, because in order to keep going and all the costs that it takes to do this, I do need some support, folks. So you're going to see a few more buttons on my site, more than I'd like to give you, but I know everybody's so saturated with so much information, they just don't see donation. So I'm putting it out there. I've got a lot that I want to do, the books that I want to do, everything we got on hold, everything got postponed. So many people became ill, and it's just been a topsy-turvy time. And I know that however much I want to move forward with things and get things going, I'm the conductor trying to get all the orchestra there, and one turns up and another one turns up and the other one disappears, and it's trying to get all the players so that we can conduct this new platform and bring it out there. So there's a lot to be done this winter and fall, and I'm going to nest away and do it, including my own books. I made a promise it will be out by next March, which means I have a lot to do. So what's in your fall agenda? Best laid plans. We can have a desire and a blueprint of what we would like to achieve, how we're going to achieve it, when we're going to achieve it, very much is in the lap of the gods. We can only put foot forward and hope that this is the direction we're going in, but very often we get sideswiped, and it's not for a lack of focus, it's just kind of pushing a different direction of something else that needs to be attended to at that time instead of what you think you should be doing. So as we go into the fall and get ready for the winter, these are the months that we really can achieve a great deal on the inside, working within ourselves, working in our households, working on whatever else we want to work on, a time to reflect as well, and just look at it as a really nurturing time. For me, I always look at it as the busy time. Not that I haven't been busy. I've brought a few hundred shows to you in the last year and a half. And every now and again, I need to take some time off just to regroup. And family has, of course, become very important. It always was, but with little Babaloon, I have to see him regularly and see my other kids as well and friends. So I do prioritize. I give you all the shows and I take a little time for me. And right now, October is going to be a busy month seeing everyone. And then November, December, January, to the grindstone I am going to be, because I have got some deadlines, hopefully, that I can meet. But as the leaves fall, and the beautiful colors as they change, and I just wish they would take their sweet time, because I really don't like looking out on naked trees. I love it when they're full of their leaves. But as I said, it is a time then to reflect of what do we want to seed for our spring, because this is the time you seed it and you nurture it and you water it. And the springtime is when it starts growing again, when the sun starts coming out and the moisture of the spring rains, and that's when things come into bloom. So, like next spring, what would you like to achieve? For me, yes, I would like to get my book out. I would also like to be more sustainable on the site. Those are the two goals that I have for next spring. And I'm going to be working towards that in whichever way I need to do that. So what's your agenda for spring? Is there something you would like to achieve? Would you like, by springtime, I would like to have done ABC? And look at it that way and think, okay, I'm going to attempt to do that. I don't believe anything should be forced, because I don't think creativity works well with enforcement. We can have a certain amount of discipline of not allowing distractions and say, look, this time is for that goal. But if you've got kids in the house, it's good to say to the kids, look, I'm taking this time. It's my time. This is the work I'm going to be doing. I'm asking for your support, as I will support you during your time doing what you're meant to be doing. It's give and take. They need to learn that it's not always give from the parents. There has to be some give and take. But then when you're with them, you are truly with them. Like when I'm with my grandson, yes, I do check emails. I do still do things because I have to, but I am so happy just to pick that little boy up, have a little chatter, and a snuggle wuggle and kissy wissies, and just watch him crawling and discovering the world. It's so exciting to see. And he's such a smiley little boy. It's just wonderful. So this is my fall. I'm falling into place. I'm falling into not purpose. The purpose has always been there. I'm just falling into system, routine. I haven't even got the word yet. Hopefully it will come, but I'm falling into something. And that falling in will be, just kind of falling into making things happen and being a little proactive on some things that I didn't want to do that I have to do. That's just the way it is. You can't put things off. So I hope that you'll fall as the leaves fall, as the trees change colors, as the rain comes down, that you will look at it as watering the ground for your seeds, for your spring, or maybe your seeds are for winter. Who knows when they're going to grow? But take the opportunity of all the wonderful rain to seed those wonderful opportunities and possibilities, because there's so many possibilities out there. Feel them. Take a good look at them and feel them. What feels right? In order to get there, to that feeling, I really want to accomplish that. What do I need to do? What do I need to set into motion? There's always going to be something of connecting the dots that you don't like to do. Paperwork I hate to do, that kind of structure is not my design. And sometimes you just have to do it in order to reach your goal or to reach your desire. So just paint the picture of what you would like and start putting things in process to see where it goes. Go and play out in the leaves and the rain, let it just drop on your face. It's so good for the skin. And just take those wonderful walks in the fall on those lovely summer fall days that you get. And put on that woolly sweater that makes you feel all cozy and enjoy the fall, right? And then you can pick yourself back up in the spring. So folks, happy fall to you. See you next week. We hope that you enjoyed the show. You will hear many, many shows here on selfdiscoverymedia.com. We have new shows for you out every week. Just find them on our podcast or What's New. If you feel that you have something to share that makes a difference in the lives of others, or you too feel that you could be a host, please contact me at info@selfdiscoverymedia.com and we will be glad to speak with you. Have a wonderful day.